All right, let's get back to oysters. You ever meet an oyster farmer? We got one right here. Tal Petty joins us all the way from St. Mary's County, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, you made it up in time. When'd you leave? Yesterday to get it up here? Hey, listen, we're not supposed to eat oysters in August and July and stuff.
Yeah, June doesn't have an R, but you know, every month is an R month now.
So
it's called refrigeration.
Now, when did you get into oyster farming?
I got into oyster farming. I actually gardened, oyster gardening, where you have the floats under the docks and you do it for your own consumption and to sort of do your own bit to save the bay. And then in 2010, there was new legislation to promote oyster aquaculture in the bay, among other things. So we got in, started our farm right on the new legislation.
So what does that mean, oyster farming?
Oyster farming means we have a lot of equipment in a leased area of the river where we have cages and we grow oysters with a relatively uniform shape and size that sell into the best restaurants in the country.
Unbelievable. What do you mean lease? You have to pay for that?
I do.
And who do you pay it to?
I pay it to our state of Maryland.
Oh, and the state of Maryland uses that money to keep the bay clean.
Yes, sir.
They do. All right. Tell us a little bit about the process of oyster farming.
Oyster farming, I look at our business as volume management. We buy seed. It's different from spat on shell, which goes on the bottom. We grow seed and grow oysters in contained cages, remember. 1 million oysters fits in about a gallon. It takes 18 months to grow an oyster to about 3 inches in size,
really?
Which is a minor miracle. But 1 million oysters, 18 months later, fills 40 dump trucks. So all we do, it's a very labor-intensive job. We have a lot of employees. This summer we have over 10 employees, and we entered over 6.5 employees. This is good for the economy in the coastal communities.
And is it good for the bay?
Yes, sir. An oyster, you may have heard that oysters filter about 50 gallons of water each day, one oyster, and we have millions of oysters in our cove.
The reason he's here is because you were just in Jessup. How many oysters did you drop off?
Yes, sir. We just dropped about 7,000 oysters in Jessup, give or take, and we do that 3 to 4 days a week.
Very good. Hey, Tal, thanks for coming in here. And the amazing thing is, when they do the oyster farming, they already come shucked. So they come right out.
Oh, it's so easy. Just slope them down.
That's it. Done. All right. Hey, thanks for coming in, all right? Oyster farming right here.